of Git and also Azure Security Center. Azure Security Center I will share a lot with you because I will share the videoing with you because this one previously I already present in other user group, but currently if you want I will share with you another link. A lot of hands-on about Azure Security. Okay, what are the things the developer might do? Do you all know? You know, right? Everyone know it, but deadline, but security. Like previously, I am as a project executive. I always ask when the project near the deadline. I ask the developer, "Hey, are you sure this is secure your application?" Then they say, "Yeah, very secure." But I know how to say, for some of the project, the vendor will take the project to test again. Then, but at the end, I spend a lot of time with my developer, teach him about how to implement the secure coding, because at the end, from the result from the testing, show that everything you can be hacked or SQL injection or cross-site, even you can erase all the database for your vendor. Okay, today I will share with you about this one, audit.net. Anyone know about OWASP content? No, right? Okay, and here I will share with you a few only. This one, most of these is most common, but the top one is the SQL injection. SQL injection is the most common. If you see the A1, A2, A6, A5, that means the leveling. A1 is the more highest, then A2 is the become continuous. Okay. Okay, after that, you will know about this is my solution. When I test the application, it will show you the what possible happen in your application. For example, like cross-site scripting, then is most common for me because you can input the HTML syntax. Then how to do it? You only install the plugin, then just write it then to do the auditing. But is that open source? You can use in other platform? Yes, because some of this plugin is also let you use in Linux and also Mac OS, but currently it still can't support of the mobile application testing. Here also the audit.net also show you can use the GitHub repository auditing, PowerShell, but currently GitHub already got when you push your code to the GitHub repository, then it will automatically prompt up you got a security issue about your application. Okay, I will show you how to do it. Okay. Function and update. Oh, this one has time. Oh. Okay, and here you can see some of the plugin from other vendors like IBM Application Security, and Roslyn, and the most common use in currently is in the industry is the Vira code. Okay. Yeah, but this two you need to pay for subscription if I'm not mistaken, because previously my developer use this one. And also security plugin you can use, but today I will show you the audit plugin. Okay, I only install this one. Okay, after that you go to your solution file and right click, then you audit new get interfaces. Then it will automatically, after compile around 15 minutes, then it will show you the result at the below. But for today I will not show you because I will continue another one. Okay, anyone here this before Azure Secure DevOps Kit? Never. Because this one I think released at last year or this year Microsoft Ignite. A lot of things Microsoft announced during the Ignite is very small thing, more focused on your business. If you use this one, you no need have a Azure subscription because everything you can find it inside your DevOps. Okay, the features of the secure Azure Secure DevOps Kit, it allow you the secure development, integrate the security inside your DevOps, then alert you and monitoring, and possible some suggestions for you about implement the better secure coding practice. Okay, inside the Azure Secure Coding, it got 6 elements, but if you want, you need to find it by yourself because this is involve a lot of DevOps. But today I will show you only one. It's about the security intelligence, SVTS, security verification test. Okay, in this security intelligence sense, it contains two features: the security verification test and security intelligence sense in Visual Studio extension. Currently, it's only available in Visual Studio and also Visual Studio Code. What actually the secure coding rules are currently covered? Why is used the backend, they use the Azure, but still not charge you any money for that because the most harder department inside Microsoft is the security department. You want to join, you very difficult. This is most of the employee in the Microsoft tell me about this. Okay, other than that, the Graph, Microsoft Graph, and also the Crypto. Crypto, currently they try to integrate with the blockchain. They found that how AI, blockchain, and security work together. Okay, this one I no need to explain more. Okay, about Crypto. I know actually you all most probably will not understand because I also not understand. Most commonly at linear level, I almost Okay. How you also go to your Visual Studio. Talk about the currently stay in preview. I think it's next summer they will release the final product. You just only when you write the code, for example, like this one. After random, it will automatically suggest you for the better way to suggest us about how you encrypt or encrypt the data or and yeah. It's all at the back end side it got a lot of database to suggest you because I found that this one the suggestions you can't get in the Microsoft document, but you can get it from they got their own content to suggest you about the secure coding implementation. This one you also can find inside your Visual Studio. Okay, for my last one, the suggestions about Azure Security Center. Do you all know when Microsoft Azure Security Center implement? Don't know? Currently, you all also never heard this before? Okay, never mind. Because during Microsoft Build, Microsoft announced they focus in 3 fields. You all most will be focused on only the first one, because everyone know the number 1. Number 2, number 3, you will not focus it. Number 1, Microsoft will focus on about AI. Second is the data science. The third one is the cybersecurity. Next year, Microsoft Build, you will see is very different. You are most about the security. Of Azure Security Center, if you go for your Microsoft Azure portal, if you without any knowledge about security, even you only need to activate the Azure Security Center subscription every month, $15 USD. If you're using Azure Pass, also cannot activate. It need your credit card activation for the subscription and payment. Because this one every month $15 USD. But you can get it. The first thing is your they will suggest you about just-in-time access of virtual machine. Just-in-time access virtual machine, that means that you assign your colleague only access within 1 hour. After 1 hour, it will automatically your colleague cannot access. Other than that, even anything happens about attack, DDoS attack, they will automatically help you back up everything first from the before attack. Then after that, they will suggest you how to protect your database. The third one, the most common, the SQL database. SQL database, a lot of people like they think that address is no need to encrypt. But in the US side, that I had used the Azure Security Center, they advised me that encrypt it. But you need to write code again? No need. They just help you. Just press enable. They will automatically help you encrypt the database. Okay, if you want to know how Azure Security help you to protect your data or about your infrastructure, you can go to this link, because in this link I will show you about the 4 type of virus attack or DDoS attack or about attack for your infrastructure. That's why you will see the video. You will see a lot 4 type of scenario. That's the most common practice inside the enterprise. Okay, in the conclusion, because I think the most important is the secure coding practice. Because a lot of developers, they tell me that during the university time, the lecturer will not teach them. But currently, you don't wait anything happens, then you only want to learn. Because currently, a lot of people know about blockchain, how to implement with the security. You only know the blockchain only encrypt the data again and again. But at the beginning, do you think the people will attack your application first or your infrastructure first? The most survey I get from other people, they say most of the attack is from your application, because once they get your data, they can access your server. Because a lot of people, they also like by default password everything. For example, like your server, you can go to ask your IT infrastructure staff. Is that their username is administrator and your password is PA$$W0RD? They will tell you yes, because they think that the most easier password that everyone is you. Because before that, my company got attacked by Vietnamese, and also once the data we lost 1 year, 1 or 2 years data that we found that, and also they also control our PC at the during working hour. Then we found that why they so easier to attack us. Then after that, I asked my manager, can we everything change password, just like your SingHealth database did like that. SingHealth, I know they also try to implement their security thing. I saw a lot of recommend from that, but I can tell you I'm not from SingHealth. Okay, I'm not help them to say anything. Okay, if you want to know more about the Azure security, you need to go for security center. And also, if you are developer, you can use the DevSecOps kit, and also inside a lot of sample for you to know about how to develop the secure coding practice. And also, I use this plugin to know a basic stuff about the data leak in my application. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Here you can follow my YouTube channel and tag me if you see me in event. Because in January, in Singapore, we'll have a one night tour. It will talk about the security. The staff is from main campus Seattle, because she always share her experience about the cybersecurity, how Microsoft Azure security help in the enterprise. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Thanks Eng Soon for the presentation about the I think the sharing about cybersecurity. So I hope you guys actually enjoy it. And now it's my turn, and I would like to share about AI cognitive services. And before that, let me do some marketing. Okay. Right. So we have AI bootcamp on 15 December. It's coming 15 December. So you can actually, I think registration is closed now, but then you can actually leave some comment and try to put some, reserve some queue is possible. And if you want, really would like to actually attend, you just leave the comment over there to organizer. Alright? So we will be, I think there'll be a lot of speakers, so I think there are several quite popular speakers, I would say. So hope you guys actually can join us, alright? On 15. So they will be talking about data science, I think data analyst, then AI, bot, then security, and also machine learning. So sorry, deep learning, yeah, deep learning. Okay, right, and okay, so after that. Okay, so this is our official .NET Meetup group. So you can actually browse to this website. We have a lot of, I think, we have other recordings, previous recording. You can actually watch on YouTube. Then there is some, I think, it's linking to Meetup as well, so you can read more. Okay, so if you haven't joined our Meetup group, you just join. I believe all of you did, right? Or else you won't be here, right? Okay. So, and also this is our GitHub, so you can actually browse some projects that we did last time. Okay. All right. So let me start. Okay. So I would like to share about my one of my POC projects. So it's I call it "Tell You What I See." So this I here is actually my applications. So it will generally tells you that okay, what are the words inside the images. Then after that, translate to your preferred language. Okay. So yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. So I'm Marvin Heng, and this is my blog and also Twitter. So if you like to read more of what I actually experience on or experiment on, then you can just go to my blog. Okay, so it's all here. Okay, so first of all, what and why we need AI? So how many of you actually knows what is actually AI? I mean the term artificial intelligence. So it's actually quite a hot trending now, right? So especially in Singapore, we are promoting Smart Nation projects. We are trying to be the technology's country. So we try to actually become the world top, right? So AI definitely will be one of them. So machine learning, then we have IoT. We are talking about connecting all the data and also analyzing. Then we try to do something special, okay, to improve our productivity. So this is all our government is trying to do. So how can we imagine actually Singapore like 30 years down the road? So how can we become a smart nation? So it's all about us, right? So all of us over here definitely will contribute some pieces of cake to government. So we are trying to be more innovative. We try to improve our life, our living style, our living quality, all these things. So AI will definitely help that. So AI is trying to be a rational agent, bot I would say, okay, bot or AI, and try to maximize the chance of success. So the success here could be your business, could be the government's goals, could be your personal career. So we don't know that it can be anything, right? Okay, and AI is trying to mimic humans being. So whatever human can do, AI is trying to do that. And definitely it will raise some questions that, okay, so AI is it AI is going to replace the entire human? So definitely it's not right. So it can actually help to maximize our productivity in certain sense. Yeah, right? So so okay, so this is one of our minister, Dr. Vivian. It's actually share about how Singapore is collaborating with government to actually develop bot, okay, to serve the citizens like us, okay, residents like us. Okay, so we can see that Singapore is in the region is always try to moving faster than other countries in the region, in the Southeast Asia region. So they try new things, they try a lot of different solutions. Okay, so whatever people is doing on let's say in US, in China, those pioneer countries that always running on the front line. So Singapore is trying to be one of them. Okay. Okay. So what is Microsoft Cognitive Service? Anyone of you actually explored this before or heard about this before? Can you raise your hand? Yeah. So still quite a few numbers. Okay. So I think one of the Microsoft Cognitive Service over here will be Vision. So I will share one by one first. Then after that, I will give you a glance. What are the services available on Microsoft Cognitive Service? Okay, so one of them is actually cognitive visions. Okay, so we have visions over here. I mean, the API here, the service here, allows you as a developer, okay, to just integrate into your applications instead of training your own model. So we have Vision API, so which allows you to analyze an image. Okay, so it will tells you all the details that it can detect or it knows for you to actually process further. So let's say the pictures just now, it's actually about flower, a plant, a yellow plant. Okay, there is water. Okay, it's a daisy flower. You can see it's a daisy flower. So over here, it will tells you the confidence, how confident it actually knows about the picture. Okay, so you can do a lot of things with this. Then, of course, we have another one, which is the OCR, Optical Character Recognition. Okay, so it will extract the word in the pictures, the images that you capture, and convert it into a computerized text. So from there, you know how to actually do something further than you want, right? So in my case, then I will share a letter. So I will tag the text. Then after that, I translate into the language that you prefer. Okay. Right. This is the outcome. Okay. So I think last time I shared about this, which is the face verification. So I think in May, I guess. So this will be allows you to tag two photos and do a comparison and see whether these two person is identical or not. Okay, so imagine if you're having the applications on the mobile apps. Okay, you want to allow your user to log on, so you can do this, or you are providing some payment gateway, then you can do this as well. So it's trying to improve your security as well. Okay. Okay, then we have emotion recognition. So this will tells you what is the emotions about this picture. So over here there will be a surprise. You can see there are pictures. It's a wow. Okay, it's a very surprise. Okay. Then of course we have other services like speech. Then you can see. Let me play this voice.
With Fluent's
So you can hear that it's not so robotic, although it's still a little bit, but then it sounds better than those old days that we have our machine telling us, reading out our documents in a very monotone way, where it's like, there is no emotions inside the voice, right? But with Microsoft Cognitive Service, the speech API, it actually provides you a natural voice. Okay, so I have another one, which is you can see, bring natural voice to your apps. So let me
An
play the
airport
first one.
spokesman said more than 110 planes were damaged by hail.
So you can see that. Okay, let me repeat it.
An
again.
airport spokesman said more than 110 planes were damaged by hail.
Okay, so at the very beginning, I would say it almost sounds like human, right? Even though there is some tail about the tail, so it actually sounds a bit robotic. But the front one is actually very human, right? Sounds very human.
An airport spokesman said more than 110 planes were damaged by hail.
So this one even more perfect, right? Do you agree? Yes. Okay. So it creates more exciting to the user if you are doing some interactions with your mobile applications or some of the applications that you are doing. So imagine if you are the user, you feel that okay, you are talking to a human, right? You are interacting with a human. So this will actually improve the user experience. Okay. Then we have language understanding. Okay, this is the language understanding. So this is also one of the API, very popular API that most of the developers is actually integrating with the bot. Okay, so it's like you are talking to your what we have, Alexa, Siri, or Cortana. Okay, so it actually is just like you integrating the speech API, speech to text. Then after that, you send the text to this language understanding. So imagine, okay, I say turn the light on, turn the right light on. So this voice will send to speech to text API on Microsoft Cognitive Service. Then after that, once I capture this text, I will send to this language understanding. Okay, to see what is the intention or what is the command about. Okay, so over here is about turn on. Okay, how confident is it? It is. It's actually 90%. 0.9 is actually represent to 90%. Okay, then after that it will tell you what is the entity. So it's right light. Okay, so you know you actually have to light on this right light. It's not a left light. Okay. Okay, so we have another one is the translator text. This will be one part of my demo as well. Okay. So overall, Microsoft Cognitive Services have a lot of API available for you to use. So there are more to come. There are some in preview stage. So definitely you can try it out. So like the computer vision, I think the vision category, there is some OCR is translating the printed text to computerized text. There are another one which is the handwriting recognitions. So if you are writing something, then after that you take a photo, then you convert to computerized text. It's all on the pre-trained model, so you don't have to do anything. But that one will be in preview mode, so hopefully you will get better over the time. Okay. Alright, so why Microsoft Cognitive Service? So first of all, these are so easy to integrate into applications. It's using RESTful API. So you can just use your application HTTP client to actually consume it. Okay, so you just call and integrate into your application. You don't have to hire an AI or machine learning developers to actually help you to do that. Okay, so if your business doesn't require a lot of customization, this will definitely be suitable for you. But if you need a lot of customization, then this might not. Okay, but overall, this will be good for all of us, like the developers. Okay, And you don't have to maintain the services on your infrastructure. It's all on Azure Cloud. So there's some SLA available. They will be guarantee what is the downtime and what is the uptime. Okay, so you don't have to worry. And of course, Azure Cloud is certified for secure cloud, right? Okay, and what else? So it's a proven solutions by Microsoft. So it has been a long time Microsoft is in this area, even though they didn't actually commercialize the solution before this. Okay, but now they commercialize and allows us to actually consume it. So I think it's a good thing for us. Okay, so why I'm talking so much is actually I'm trying to encouraging all of us, like the developers, we are developers, so we can actually integrating all these AI services into your application. So this is a very comprehensive and very useful application. So the Seeing app is developed by Microsoft itself, but they integrate a lot of services. So you can actually go to Play Store, App Store, or Microsoft Store to actually download it. So you can try it out. I think probably Microsoft Store doesn't have even it. But anyway, Play Store and App Store definitely have this thing. So they are helping those disabled person or less capable person to actually, to tells you what is happening around you or around them. So it's all integrating together. So that is the reason I want to actually show you that I actually I developed this application in I think less than 2 hours probably. So it's a ASP.NET applications, and I actually using Angular. So I think a lot of you now is using Angular. Is it? Quite a number of you. So it's very easy that you can actually write, and I think the major things I'll show here is actually I would like to prove that I'm just using the HTTP client. Okay. Okay, you'll see that it's HTTP client, then after that I just call this API. So I have the endpoint here, then after that I will stream my pictures to the API. Then that's all. So it's just a one-line code that I just have to actually send over my applications to the RESTful API. So it's very simple. So I will just demo this because of the time, but I will share this code on GitHub. Then after that, you guys can actually just try it out and see how it actually beneficial to your to your career or to your interest. Okay. So I just run this application. So it's a very minimal changes on the ASP.NET Angular templates. Okay, I just run. Hopefully it will run.